Hello, 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 y'all. Welcome. Thank you to each and every one of you. I am putting another video out here, and you will want to pay close attention to the bald eagles. The female is always bigger than the male, and in this video, you will be able to see how they both fly out of the nest and actually fly out into the air, out by the river, and connect talons, and then they actually let go of one another and fish for their eaglets. It is majestic to sit and be educated and to gain the education to give out to you all the beauty within nature. It's not something that we see every day. Only 2 times in my life have I ever followed the bald eagle. And, even in 2007, it was actually by accident that I, I found them because the bald eagle was carrying a limb across the street that I was going across, Bakerville Road, and I had to stop because the branch was so long and hanging down. Of course, their talons, ooh, they're huge, but their nest, if you can imagine, even a bird being able to build such an enormous nest, and literally I've read that they can be 22 feet long and 6 feet wide. And when you do see one, you will know that that's what it is when you see anything of that size up in a tree. They're daytime flyers, so they don't fly at night. So they you know they go out and they get their food and they feed during the daytime hours. And you know they just I actually just sit and enjoy the majestic feeling and vibe of the beauty that I was even able to capture this. And it was just, quite the you talking about healing. It's healing to see eagles soar and to be within the nature at times and to feel, you know, the life of others and of all different kinds. It doesn't matter if it's a bird or an animal or deer. Sometimes I just sit and I will see the deer come up, or and I like to feed deer, and squirrels, but they get very close. And the hummingbirds, I love the hummingbirds. The more you feed them and the sweeter you make their food, the more you will have. And I hope to capture a lot of hummingbirds, and I have had them come right up to my face. So I try to do a lot of photography on my hummingbird, and you would not believe how much patience that takes to be able to do good photography and catch how fast and how fast their wings really are. But, a couple years ago, I was thinking on a hummingbird that their hummingbird beak was how they ate. And, while doing my photography, I learned that the size of their beak is also the length of their tongue. And so it it was amazing to get that on in photography. And I didn't do that in a video. I think that was like one of my, I don't know, first or second. I probably the first 10 videos I did was a lot of photography, and I miss doing that. I really do, because I like, it to go out into nature and not have a plan and let nature make the plan by what nature has to offer for the day is like looking up at the sky and seeing the art. It changes every day, and not one day is the same. Um, the majesticness of the eagles, bald eagles, is that from I don't know when she had her babies, and I'm assuming that they're about 5 to 6 weeks, and knowing that in 12 weeks they fly off. So trying to set up a prop and to be able to do filming if I'm not there and do all that, it's time, it's effort, it's it's worth it. And but just catching it at the moment, all of these have been just drive by, and these are just close to the house. And now I hope to be able to actually set up a tripod and get more footage through my camera, through my Canon professional camera, because it also does the recording, and be able to see more in detail and not worry about having to, actually zoom and crop and it being blurry. I can actually set it on a timer, and that's always better. And of course, you can't do as good on a cell phone, but you can catch that moment that you never expected. And that's what happened, was just driving by, and man, I was so thankful to have captured this again in my life. And I hope that all of you get an opportunity in the springtime to just, on a day off or a day of healing, that you get out and you get to enjoy the beauty of what nature is. I mean, it doesn't cost anything, and you can just sit, and it teaches you so much. It teaches you to be courageous, fearless. Teaches you strength. It teaches you many things, because you don't know what, if it's going to, what you don't want to get too close to any bald eagle. Their talons will probably take your head off, and they definitely can pick up a small animal. But what I enjoy is the education that and the experience of the serenity that I get. It is it's just a beautiful picture. And like I said, I want to set up the props and get some great photography, because I like to be able to take my pictures and be able to do a t-shirt. It's that moment that you want to wear and say, heck yeah, I got this. Oh, that's where I'm at. I mean, I was quite brave to stand behind a tree and be able to capture that. Uh, I think it's 200 feet you need to be away, and then once you zoom up and then you crop and then you zoom it again, you lose the beauty of the bald eagle in my pictures. And I apologize for that. I wasn't ready, wasn't prepared, wasn't a plan. It was just in a moment of healing. It was just a drive by, and it turned into a majestic serenity for me. So if you haven't noticed, I haven't been dancing. I've been I've been down for a couple of weeks, and but I'm doing great. And just I have some appointments scheduled, and I'm going back to work tonight. And so y'all just bear with me, and I hope you're enjoying this. I know I sound a little bit nervous, but actually I'm not. It's just because I don't have the camera on me. I'm using my picture, so I'm just actually talking. And I've caught myself a couple times where I probably need to edit it, and take that out where I get nervous, but I'm not going to, because I know you guys are okay with it. All right. Well, I am going to go now. I've got to start getting ready to go to work. I work night shift, but I did want to be able to get these 2 videos online so you could see the beauty. And this is I actually think I have another one that's in between. This is the probably close to the last video that I got. And to me, this is the most beautiful, because you can see the connection that the male and female have. And they have this connection from 5 to, I think, 23. And they live up to their 30. And so they have quite the bond. And they definitely share the eaglets together. One watches out, and then they both go and get the food, and one feeds. So, and it's, to me, it's majestic just to watch how one works in the nest and then one works outside of the nest, and that one on the limb is protecting the whole. That's a story. That's life. Nothing in life is without work. We must work. um, that's how we make inspiration, and that's how we're inspired, is by what we do. So I have a lot of stories. I'm so excited. I really have a harder time writing the descriptions, and I don't think many of you read the descriptions. So I think that the podcast will be better. And I think as I can turn the camera on me, it will be easier for me than to look at just the computer screen and think of it's like I can't see myself talking, so I feel more nervous, and and I'm not a nervous person. So I have, I love talking to everyone. I love everyone. I love every culture. I love just everyone equal. And listen, I hope each and every one of you have a good day. And just know, hugs to each y'all and each and every one of y'all. And y'all enjoy this. And know I have more for you. Okay. Love you, mean it.